Hey dolls, so I am back. So this is going to be a video on getting my eyebrows microbladed. I don't know if I've even posted those videos yet, but like in a lot of my recent hair videos, I keep saying it every time because it's such a big difference. Like right now, I don't have anything on my brows at all. Like this is just my brows microbladed. And I'm sure y'all probably remember how my brows look whenever I came on camera without my brows filled in. Like it looked like a plucked chicken, nothing is there. So I'm gonna just run through everything. I wanted to do a little intro before we get into like the vlogging style footage. I did film it on my phone, but hopefully it's still pretty good, decent quality. So let me just check to see when I actually got them done, because I have already gotten a touch-up as well, and I did want to kind of include some tips and just like how I cared for my brows and stuff. So the first day that I actually got my brows done was December 9th. And today is currently February the 16th. So my first appointment was December the 9th, and then I got my touch-up done on January the 6th. So you should wait to get your touch-up about 5 to 6 weeks after you first get them done, just so that way they kind of go through the process of darkening, lightening, scalping off, all of that kind of stuff. So yes, that's the tea on that. So just stay tuned for the video to see the actual process of me getting my brows done, and then the days after, kind of how they looked, and then I'll come back and talk to y'all some more. Hey dolls, so I am back. So today is going to be a video on me getting my eyebrows microbladed. I don't know, I might do this intro after, but I don't have no memory on any of my memory cards because I need to edit, but I'm just going to film on my phone. So as you can see, your girl don't have no brows, barely. Like my brows have always been more fine, and I always have to fill them in, and I just put some lashes on, so to me it looks even crazier if I have my lashes done with no brows. So I'm gonna be getting my eyebrows microbladed so I don't have to fill them in every day, and I just wanted to try this out. I have tried tinting my brows. I did the what is it called, where you do the perm on it, like I can't think of the name of it right now, but yeah, I did that too. That stuff is just okay, but I definitely wanted to try like maybe getting my eyebrows tattooed or microbladed. So I'm gonna go with the microblading, and the person that is doing mine is actually coming over to my house. My appointment is at 2 o'clock and it is currently 1:47, so she ought to be here any minute now. I did put Amiri down for her nap, so she should be asleep throughout the duration of me getting my brows done. But if she gets up, she'll probably just sit there and watch TV, because you know, I can't really like hold her while I'm getting my brows done and stuff. And if she's afraid of dogs, then of course I have to put Versace out. But yes, I've rambled enough. I am gonna try to get some footage while she's doing it. But I don't know how much this is gonna hurt or what it's like. But yeah, I guess I'll be back and y'all can see what's going on, okay? Okay, so y'all can see I'm sitting here with the numbing cream on, and we just went over everything, like as far as the healing process and everything like that. Like y'all, it's looking cute, okay? And look, I'm gonna show y'all the little bed setup and everything. Okay, so we like right in my little walkway area. Sliding doors there. So this is the bed, and yeah, we haven't started yet. We just did the numbing and that is all. So I am gonna record some while she's doing it so y'all can kind of see the process. Yes.
You look good?
Okay. Okay, yeah, now I kind of feel it.
Yeah, hers, that's how you always feel it.
But it's still not that bad.
No. It's got like little itty bitty paper cuts. So it's not, you know, too painful. It's kind of like, you know, whenever you feel yourself get a paper cut, you're just like, ooh, but then it goes away real quick. That's literally the same things here. So now what I'm going to do is just rub in all the ink. That way it can absorb into a little bit the baby strokes we just did. And then, because whenever you do have just a light spotting of blood, it does push out the blood, the ink a little bit. Okay. So we try to push it back in there. That's why we do the rubbing.
Yeah, this the okay, y'all. So I forgot to do this outro or finished look. So I wish I had my real camera, but you can kind of see it looks like hair. Like kind of from back here, it don't. Like it kind of just look like it's filled in, whatever. But up really close, and I don't know if this camera is going to focus. But maybe kind of like this. You can see it looks like hair strokes. And don't worry, any areas that need to be perfected will get perfected at the touch up. It is gonna fade, scab off, all of that. And you know, I'm gonna have to come back because somebody's trying to tear my Christmas tree. All right, y'all, so I did take my shower and this is how they look. I don't know why, but for some reason I'm feeling like this one is still not looking like this one, but maybe I'm tripping. Like, I don't know, because this eyebrow is always the one that give me problems. So it's kind of like, is it right or is it not right? But with the ointment on, it does feel kind of tingly. I'm gonna turn it this way so y'all can see better. Don't mind this. I took off my wig and I just used this to tie my edges down in the shower. But yeah, so the ointment does make it feel kind of tingly. They do look really good. Like, I have real brows, and at the same time, I feel like it's not too much. Of course, they are going to peel and flake and, you know, do everything like what a tattoo would normally do. But, and they will lighten up, and then they'll look dark, and then they'll lighten up, and then they'll go back to the color, and then they'll get kind of patchy. Like, it's a whole process. So yeah, but I did schedule my touch up already, and I feel like you really can't see everything that good because they so greasy with this ointment all over it everywhere. And my baby was like trying to get to it, like, mama, what is on your face? But they just have like a tingly feel. They don't hurt at all. Getting the microblading done didn't hurt at all. I do have a super high pain tolerance, but she did numb it. And what she also does is she'll numb it, and then she'll numb one and do the other one. And then after she finished, you know, like, she'll go back and forth. Like, she'll have this one numbing and she'll be working on this one. And then once she finished working on this one, she'll put some more numbing on it and then go back and work on this one, and she'll go back and forth like that. So it's not really having a, you know, time to not be numb, you know. So yeah, it was pretty numb the whole time. The only thing that I felt the most was on the tail end, and she said that's where it's the most sensitive at and where I will feel it at the most. But it still didn't hurt. Like, it didn't hurt at all. It just, you can feel something. It's kind of like, to me, it almost kind of felt like plucking hairs out. And I've seen some people say that the noise that the blade makes is kind of like what really gets them. It wasn't that bad to me. It wasn't very loud. But yeah, I think it went really well. So we will see. And then, like, if my shape is a little off or whatever, then we'll see. I feel like this side is kind of swole. Well, actually, it still feels numb. On this side for sure, I'm still feeling like it's still kind of numb. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's why it's kind of tingly, because the numbness is trying to wear off. Because I'm thinking that it's the medicine on there, but I think it's the medicine trying to wear off. So I don't know. We gonna see. But yeah, I'll probably do check-ins every day, every other day, something like that, just so y'all can see the process of how my brows are healing. This side is so pretty. Like, I drew this one out so she could do it, but on this side, this is the side that I have problems with drawing out. So she had to try to get it to match this side, and I don't know, like, I feel like this side is the GOAT, because, but then this part is, it looks real good. This side is fuller. Let me just tell y'all about my brows real quick. This part is fuller in the front on this brow. This one is not as full. And the tail on this brow is nicer and fuller, and this tail is not. So my brows are like opposite, more full in the front on one and more full on the tail on the other one. Like, it sucks. But I wanted my brows to look more like twins. If I'm honest, like, I want them to be twins, not even sisters, twins. Okay, so yes, I will try to do check-ins every day, or you know, every other day or something, just so y'all can see the process of how they are healing. And I don't know, I'll try to get this video up before I do a touch-up, and then maybe, like, if y'all want me to do another video after I get my touch-up, and maybe if y'all have questions for her, I can add that stuff in. But I will list the info down below for the girl that I went to, and she does travel, and like I said, I did have her, she traveled to my house, and I paid, you know, her travel fee. But right now she's not working like in an actual location, so she is only traveling at the moment. But she does go, you know, quite a ways, so it just depends on where you stay, if that's the area that she's gonna be going to or not. And what y'all think about these lashes? I did these earlier. It's just a strip, but it's two. I did I stacked them up. It depends on like how I'm holding the camera, like how stuff looks, because this lash even looking different, but it's not, it's the same. All right, so I'm tired of like playing in my face and looking at everything today, so I'm gonna get back with y'all tomorrow. Okay, dolls, so it's the next morning. So this is how they look. I haven't put any more ointment on. I'm about to do that. I have to go and run an errand, so I just kind of fix this a little bit, and I'm gonna just throw my wig on and put something on. But I am about to put some more ointment on, because this is the same ointment from yesterday that she put. I didn't add any last night. It was still really moist. Like, it's still wet. Like, it's crazy that this is on here so thick, but she does use quite a bit. So this is what she gave me. This is A&D ointment. I don't know, for some reason I feel like this different from like regular over-the-counter A&D ointment, so I'm gonna try to just use this. But then if I run out, I do have some, or maybe I could pick this one up at the pharmacy. So yeah, it says that it's available in tubes at the pharmacy, so maybe I need to get this brand if I run out. But she gave it to me. And then also to apply, we don't use a Q-tip, we use a lip gloss applicator. And I have some of those from whenever I was going to get into freelancing, but I actually ended up not doing it. So this is how it looks. She just stuck it back in there. You can wash it off, you know, and put it separate, but it's fine for now. After a few uses, then of course I will go ahead and wash it. I guess I'll just kind of show y'all what I do. So I did wash my face already, and I just washed around my brows. But you want to take a nice amount of it. I already have some on, so I kind of feel like I don't need a whole lot. like that because it's already some on there and I'm just kind of refreshing. And I probably won't actually wet my brows until tomorrow, maybe in the morning. So what you want to do is go in circular motion, she said, so you can get in there where those cuts are. So the product can really get in there, because this is going to make your results better. And then after you finish doing that, you want to wipe over top of it, like how you would set your brows. And then you can clean up any extra, you know, so you're not out looking crazy. But yeah, you want to wipe it like you're, you know, setting your brows like with the brow gel, because it's going to cover anything from being exposed, and it kind of just seals it. So go in a circular motion and then swipe it and wipe it down regular. Okay, so I have a little bit of color on here, and anything that's kind of left, I'm just gonna try to dab it over. But yeah, I had a good experience last night. It didn't hurt or anything. Like, everything felt fine. You're supposed to sleep on your back. I kind of slept on my back as much as I could, but then I kind of rolled to my side, but I kind of had my hands up so my eyebrows didn't touch the pillow, which I hope that's fine, because I don't know if it has anything to do with how your blood is flowing or if it's just to keep your brows off the pillow, because I did do that. But yeah, so this is how we looking. It's the next day after I have got them done. I'll probably check back in with y'all later on. So yep, that's what we looking like. Real greasy right now, because I put a lot. Well, really, I feel like I didn't put a lot, but yeah. Okay, so I'll get back with y'all later. All right, y'all, so I'm still looking real greasy. I tried to clean it up, but I want to keep it, you know, on the area. So yeah, try not to have nothing to do whenever you get this done. I mean, if you got to go to work and stuff, then you probably just gonna have to go to work looking a little crazy, or you're gonna have to leave your brows dry. And it's better to keep them moist, because this is what is going to make the color saturate and really stick in there. So I just wanted to show y'all again kind of how it looks. I'm outside now, like it's kind of natural daylight, but it is pretty cloudy today. So I was trying to show y'all more up close. You can see the single strokes of hair more so. You can really see it on this side whenever I'm holding it like that. This side is kind of just kind of running together. You can see it, but it looks kind of more defined on this side. But yeah, it's really, it looks like hair. Like, it's so crazy. Whenever she was doing it, like, obviously my hair is still there, but the strokes, you know, they look like real hair. And I'm still so greasy, but whatever, I don't care. I'll be like, look, I just got my brows done. But I have to do something real quick, so I guess I'll just check in with y'all later. Hey y'all, so I'm checking in. It's the same day, so this is night 2. I got them done yesterday, so this is technically my second night having them. I haven't did anything. You're supposed to apply the ointment 3 times a day, but mine's just like not coming off. Like, as you can see, this is the same. Well, I'm lying. Yeah, I guess so. So I guess it is like 3 times a day. So it was still on though, but I applied a little bit earlier, but not a whole lot. But you could see how they look. Like, after I came back home, I kind of put some more on there after a while, just to make sure that it was more so covered, since I had tried to like kind of clean around them. And I just took my shower and I did wash my face, but I just washed, you know, like I lathered up my face wash in my hands and just did it more so at the bottom and then like the top of my forehead and then my nose and like in between my brows. And then I also used the towel and clean this area as well. Even on the towel, like I guess because it's so much, you know, the ointment, and it kind of runs down, because earlier my eye was kind of burning and I think it was kind of getting on my lashes and into my eye. But yeah, whenever I even cleaned right here, some color did come off on my towel, because I do like to use white towels on my face. But so far everything is good. The color looks like it's still gonna be there, but I haven't wet them at all. And she did tell me that whenever I wash them, like, you don't want to just like lather up soap and clean it like that, like how you normally clean your face. She told me to soap up a towel and gently wipe, and then use another towel to pat it dry, like gently. So that's what I'm gonna try. And I guess I really still don't know what kind of soap to use, because I was asking her that, but she was, I guess a lot of people wash their face with whatever they wash their body with, but my face is too sensitive. Like, I would never put the soap that I wash my body with on my face, because she had said like you could use Dove or something gentle. So I don't know, I guess maybe I could use my face wash, or like maybe Amiri's baby body wash might be good, like her Aveeno one, because it's hyperallergenic and stuff. Maybe I can try that. But yeah, I don't know, but they still look good, and I don't really notice that they look super dark. If they get darker than this, they probably gonna look black and like super crazy, because I feel like the color is a little dark, but they're gonna lighten up. But I don't feel like so far they've got just really, really dark. I would kind of say if you want to put some lashes on with this, I think it's good, because it balances it out where it's just not like bam brows, you know. So I do like that I have my lashes on, but the only thing is, like I said, I feel like since my lashes are longer, it kind of got some of the ointment in my eye earlier, because it was kind of burning a bit, but not really a big deal. I just wiped it off, and I could take these lashes off at any moment, because they are just regular strips. I did do 2 strips on each one though, so they're doubled up to give this more fluttery full look. Should I start a lash line, y'all? Let me know down below on this video, because I really been thinking about that. Like, I really love lashes, and I've been playing around trying some lashes out for quite a while, and I have like a different kind of idea of how I would do my lashes. So y'all let me know what y'all think. That might be like something I might do. But yeah, everything is going good. I just wanted to check in. Tomorrow is Saturday, which will be day 3. So yeah, let's see what tomorrow's looking like. So far I feel like they look the same. You know, like right after she did them, they just greasy, super greasy. But I don't know, I might be going somewhere. Like, I did run out and do something today, but it wasn't that big of a deal, and I didn't care that my eyebrows look like this, because I didn't get all dressed. Like, it wasn't anywhere like that. But I may end up going somewhere tomorrow evening. I'm not sure yet, it just depends. But if so, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to leave my brows dry and then they start flaking, and then it's like they look crazy because it's so oily. So I don't know, but yeah, they looking pretty good. So we'll see. I'll check back in with y'all tomorrow. Okay, y'all, so it's actually, let me turn the TV down first. So okay, y'all, so today is actually day 4. I did not update y'all on day 3. I do have a little situation right there, don't mind that. But okay, so I didn't update y'all yesterday because I feel like nothing changed, and I almost didn't update y'all today because I feel like it's still pretty much the same. So I'm gonna just tell you what I did on day 3, and then I'll talk about today. So yesterday, which was day 3, I did start to feel a little bit of itching, not really bad. And last night what I did do was I took a paper towel and dampened it with just water, and I just wiped away to clean off all of the buildup of ointment, and cleaned it off and put new ointment on. That's all I did. I didn't use any soap, okay? But today I just washed my face. I used my Clinique face wash, and I did not wash my eyebrows. I was told not to just wash it like that, to put it on a towel, like, you know, make the towel soapy. But she didn't say face wash. She said like Dove or something like that. You could put it on a towel, make it soapy, and then just clean the area by wiping it gently, and then pat dry it, and then you can put your ointment back on. So what I decided to use was my Dr. Bronner's baby unscented soap, because I know that that one is very mild. It's for babies. It doesn't have a scent or anything, so I just decided to use that because I had that out already. Well, yeah, I had that close by, so I thought about that, like that's a good option. So what I actually did was I did not want to use a towel because I felt like it is too rough. So what I did do was use a Kleenex, and I just folded it up and kind of dampened it, put a little bit of soap, and gently cleaned. I feel like that's really, really soft. Even the paper towel, you would think it's kind of hard, but since it's wet, it softens it and moistens it up. So I would say just use something really, really soft and delicate. I feel like a towel is a little too rough. She told me to use a towel, but I don't want to chance it. So I just used a Kleenex, and I just folded it up and dampened it, used the soap. And I didn't go in a circular motion or anything. I just wiped the area, cleaned off all of the ointment that was on there, and then I did use my towel to lightly pat it dry. And then I just came downstairs and I put my ointment back on. So that is it. So today I have been feeling a little bit itchy as well. I have not noticed any peeling or scalping or anything like that. I do think it's still kind of too early for that. I don't notice that they have gotten darker, and I don't really notice that they have lightened up or anything either. Like maybe in a few spots it looks like the color didn't stick as well, or maybe I don't know. I can't really tell. Like I feel like for the most part it's still how it was when she did it. So yeah, we'll have to see. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that the dishwasher is going, because I already cleaned up my kitchen and everything from me cooking and stuff today. So that's what's going on with the brows. I feel like they look really good. Whenever I feel like they are a little itchy, I will kind of just take my nail and do like this, like kind of tap at it a little bit without actually scratching. She did say that it wasn't good to like kind of scrunch up whenever you feel like it's itching, especially if it's dry, because it's just going to kind of crack. So mines have stayed moist the whole time. This ointment is like the truth, okay? But yeah, I feel like it's looking pretty good. Don't mind my hair, y'all. Like it's not the vibes. I really just kind of like swoop my baby hairs very lightly, little bit of edge control. It's really time for me to wash my hair and redo it. I probably won't wash it though. I'll probably just do a wig. And I put my headband back on because I just wanted to put my wig on so I wouldn't be looking crazy on this part of the update. But yeah, that's what's been going on. It's nothing major that has changed. If nothing changes in the next couple of days, I may not even do an update. But I did kind of want to show y'all how your brows look every day if I can. But if nothing changes, then I might not do an update. Because yeah, they look the same still. So we will see what happens on day 5, which is tomorrow, because I got them done on Thursday last week and tomorrow is Monday. So yeah, Thursday, well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I guess technically tomorrow is day 4. I don't know how to count it. I got it done on Thursday, so I guess you would start counting the next day. But yeah, whatever, y'all get the point. We'll see what it's looking like tomorrow, and I'll see if I record This has to go. I need to use my little light for that, but yeah. Alright, y'all, so I wanted to do a quick update on the brows because I haven't did it in a couple of days. I'm out right now. Don't mind the pillow and the stuff in the back. I just love Sam's. But today is Wednesday, so tomorrow will make a week since I got my brows done. And if you can see, my brows have little bumps all around them because that having that ointment caked up on there broke me out. So that is how my brows look. The brows look good. You can see it's starting to flake off in like some spots where it kind of looks like it's missing, but the color is supposed to come back, so we will see how that works. So now today I don't have any ointment on. I think after like 5 days you can stop wearing it. I just put like my regular moisturizer on today, and like when I go to bed I would just put like my oils on my skin and use that to moisturize my brows as well. But I'm not going to be putting that ointment back on because it's just too thick and it like clogged up my pores to the point that I have little bumps everywhere. So I have to clear that up real good. And also whenever I wash, I'm gonna have to tell y'all later. I'm gonna come back. Okay, y'all, I hope y'all could see. I just have my iPad right here. That's what's giving me the light. But I wanted to do an update because I haven't did one in a little bit. Tomorrow will actually make 2 weeks since I got my brows done. So you can see how they're looking. They are still healing, and I do find that I get like some small little flakes that are still falling off. And I think the color still is coming back, but it's not like super, super light. Like, I don't feel like my brows got so light that it was like I don't have no brows at all. Like, it never went back to looking like my normal brows. Like, the color got dark and then it got lighter like how it is now. But I did have some spots that looked, you know, kind of a little bit lighter, but it didn't go to looking like I don't have any brows at all, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I didn't have to try to fill them in, which you're not supposed to put makeup on it anyways, but I didn't feel like, oh my God, I look crazy, like I gotta fill them in or whatever. Like, they still looked fine. But you could see how the hair strokes look. The quality is probably not the best with my phone and I don't have the light on, but I just wanted to do a quick update. Everything is going good. The last time I did an update, I had something going on. I can't remember, but I didn't come back and finish saying whatever I was saying, but I did have like bumps around my eyebrows from using the ointment on so heavy. Like, I feel like my eyebrows, like the skin around was clogged up and like it just couldn't breathe. But right after that, I started to wash my face. I still haven't like just wet my brows down completely. Like, I will definitely use my facial wash with water, lather it up in my hands and clean my brows, and then I would just wipe it clean with the towel and like pat dry it. But I haven't just like splashed water in my face, and even when I wash my hair, I didn't get my eyebrows like totally drenched or anything like that. So yeah, I think the process has went well. And I also did, you know, start to use my witch hazel and kind of like gently wipe over them. I don't know if that's allowed, but I feel like I had to because I had to clear those little bumps up, like that was bothering me. But now whenever I use anything just to moisturize the brows, because they are still slightly flaking off, I would just use my facial oil, whatever I'm gonna put on my face, my moisturizer, and then, you know, whatever kind of oil or serum I'm gonna use, and just rub that into my brows as well so that they can be moisturized. But they look good. Like, it's so crazy because I really have brows and I thought I was gonna hate it. Like, I didn't think I was gonna hate it, but I definitely was kind of like, okay, I don't know about really getting this done, because I didn't want it to be like boom eyebrows, you know, like I didn't want it to look like my eyebrows were filled in. Like, if I didn't want to wear makeup, I still wanted it to look natural. And that's definitely the kind of look that she goes for. Like, she's not gonna do them super, super wide or big, or like, you know, it's not gonna look like makeup. Like, if I wanted my eyebrows to be, you know, extra, I can just go in and fill in any areas if I just wanted them to be super extra. But I like the look of them, and they're really soft and pretty, and they give a natural kind of look. So I definitely recommend her. I will put her info down below. She travels, so if you live like in Houston, Beaumont, Port Arthur, Lake Charles, Louisiana, like kind of surrounding areas. She will travel, so you know, definitely check her out. But I think she also travels other places too, like further away, like if she's going to be in that area. So definitely just hit her up and see if she's going to come to your area if you're interested in her doing your brows. But whenever she comes back for my touch up, if y'all have some questions or something, then maybe I can ask her and maybe get her on camera to answer any questions or anything, because she's really, really cool. Like, we just vibed. Like, we was friends and we've been on each other for a long time. Like, we really was talking about stuff that you don't just tell anybody. Like, we you know, we had a good rapport and a good kind of relationship. So I really like her, and I like how my brows came out. Like, I really, really, really love them. Like, I kind of feel like I don't need a touch up, but there are a few spots where it's like, okay, yeah, I might need a little bit right there, but I think the color still is coming back in. But I'm definitely still going to get my touch up, because it's going to make my eyebrows last longer. Whenever you get the touch up, your eyebrows can last from a year to 2 years. So, you know, and after that, I'm going to be hitting my girl up again, because this is just a must. Like, and I definitely recommend getting it done in the winter season. Like I didn't have this planned or anything, but since you're not supposed to get your brows wet, you're not supposed to go tanning or like be in direct sunlight and stuff like that right after you get them done, you know, like outside activities like that, I think it's better if you get it done in the winter, because you're not going to be outside like that and you're not going swimming or anything like that. So overall, I do think it's better to get it done in the winter time so they can heal up and everything. And then in the summer, when you go for a swim or the beach or the water park or whatever, you don't have to worry about them because they're already healed. So it's not going to be an issue to get them wet. But yeah, I love how my brows look. So yeah, that's my little 2-week update. And I don't know if I'm going to add anything else, because I don't think it's really I don't think it's really anything else to add. But yeah, y'all will see in the video how I actually do it and incorporate this footage. But they look good. Okay, y'all, so the scraping noise probably was a little crazy for some people, because that's the thing that scares people the most. But like I said in the video, it didn't hurt at all. My pain tolerance is pretty high though. So, you know, take that however you want. But for my mom, I know she's like afraid of needles and stuff, and she actually did get hers done as well after me. And at first she was saying it didn't hurt at all, but then she said it did actually hurt, and I knew that it would, because she doesn't even like to get shots or anything. So if you are a person who doesn't really like needles, you don't like shots, my mom has no tattoos as well, because that's what Nicole, the girl who does my brows, always asks if you have any tattoos. If you have tattoos, it's more so like you can take it more easily, but if you don't, then it may be a little bit more painful for you. My mom doesn't have like a lot of piercings or anything. She has like one earring piercing and stuff like that. So the pain was a little bit more for her, but not like that bad, because she does numb it. So y'all saw she numbed the brows and everything like that, and then we went in and did the strokes. And also I did want to address that I think I'm probably going to leave the clip in where you can see the shape of my brows and how she shaped them at first. I was like, okay, it's good. She used like a stencil, and at first whenever she pulled that stencil out, I was kind of like, I have this stencil because it was an ABH one, and she tries to use a stencil instead of having to map it out, and it takes longer, because the longer it takes to map it out, like she puts the numbing cream on first and then she maps it out, the longer it takes to map it out, the numbing cream is wearing off. And for me, whenever she did the shape, I'm like, this stencil never worked for me, because I've definitely tried to use it to like fill my eyebrows in real quick. It just doesn't match up to my eyebrow shape. So after she did it, I was like, okay, maybe you can get it to work. And then once I laid down and I was like looking at it on my phone, good thing I was recording, because I would have been stuck with that shape. And I had already looked in the mirror and thought that it looked fine until I laid back and like held the camera up. So we ended up taking that off completely, and then I kind of just drew my eyebrow outline on this side, and then I had her to match it up on the other side, and that's overall how I really came up with my shape. So it is more so like free-handed, and then we did use like the tools to kind of map it out and things like that. But yeah, if y'all already know how you want your shape, definitely go in and let them know that, because sometimes if they use like a stencil or something like that, or even if they just map it out, they may make it skinnier than what you like, or too thick than what you actually like. And the girl who does my brows, she definitely is more of a natural kind of girl. Like, she wants your eyebrows to look natural, and then if you want them to look really full, you can always go back in and build with makeup. And whenever I have worn makeup, if I just use concealer on the bottom to like carve out my brows, they pop out even more. So it's not even really a thing of having to fill them in, or any little gaps. If I just want it like more filled in, I can use a pencil for that. But it just makes my life so much easier having my brows done. Like, I literally will wear lashes, my brows are already done, put my moisturizer and oil and everything on my face, and I'm good to go. Like, I feel good like this, because it's giving like makeup, no makeup kind of look, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that was my experience with getting my brows done. Just for some tips for anyone, because I did have some breakouts after the initial time that I got them done, because she had said like apply the ointment every like 3 times a day, and whenever you first get them done for like the first day or two, you kind of put it on more thicker, and the ointment was not drying down at all on me. Like, it was just sitting on top of the skin. So I would go back in and add more just to make sure that all of the areas are covered. And I didn't, you can't wet your brows at all for like 24 hours or something like that. So I wasn't washing it or anything like that. And I think I waited even longer than that just to make sure that the pigment stuck into my skin. And what happened as a result of that, I started to get some bumps like around my brows where, you know, my skin wasn't able to breathe from the ointment, like being caked up on there. So definitely don't do that. What you want to do is, even if your ointment doesn't dry down, go in and kind of wipe it off very gently and then apply more. And then after the 24 hours, I would say go ahead and definitely wash them. And now they will tell you not to wet your brows, but they will tell you to clean it. So it's like, how can you clean your brows without wetting it? That was like the most hardest thing to wrap my head around. Like, how the heck do I do that? So what you could basically do is get like a paper towel or something, and you can use your face wash or like a baby mild soap, something that is not like super chemically. I just used my Clinique foaming cleanser because that one is more gentle. But you can use it like on a paper towel or something like that on the side that's not so rough, and wet it down a little bit, kind of make it damp, and then kind of like wipe to clean your brows. But you don't want to like scrub it, but kind of just wipe, clean it, and then, you know, kind of rinse it off a little bit with the same paper towel, or like just water on the paper towel and kind of like wipe off the extra soap and then pat dry it. But honestly, what I did after like 24 to 48 hours, I did start to go in and actually clean the brows, because I didn't want to get those bumps again. This was like the second time around, and after the first few days after I got them done the first time. But I would just take a little bit of my foaming cleanser and kind of like put it on my 2 pointer fingers and kind of like lather it together and have it really soapy with water and stuff, so it wasn't just like the thick cleanser. And then I would clean my brows and then just kind of wipe off the excess soap and everything like that, and then pat dry it. So that's a really easy way to clean it, because y'all might be confused when they tell you like don't wash your brows, and it's like, how? But you telling me to clean it but don't wash it. So just take that into consideration. That's an easy way to do it, and I did retain my color. Also, I did want to say that whenever you go in for your touch-up, like whenever you get them done the first time, they're gonna look fine. Like for me, it really didn't look like I needed a touch-up at all, except for maybe like a few little spots. But I know some places will charge more initially, and then your touch-up is free. She was definitely more affordable, so the touch-up was an extra fee that I had to pay. But I was like, I'm just going to get my touch-up, because if you get a touch-up, your brows can last longer. Microblading does last from about a year to 2 years, depending on, you know, what all you do and how the pigment stays in your skin. So it can be different for each person if it lasts longer or shorter, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, what was I going to say? I didn't write down any notes. But whenever I did get my touch-up done, my brows did not peel or flake off or anything like that like they did the first time. So the first time, Whenever you get your brows done, you're going to get them tinted and all of that, and then you go through your process of putting your ointment on, washing them, all of that, and then eventually the brows will start to kind of like scalp off a little bit, like they will peel a bit, just like a tattoo would. And you could just apply like a oil or your moisturizer or whatever on your face to kind of keep it more hydrated. But it is going to flake off lightly, but you don't want to go in and kind of like flake that off because it's going to pick up the pigment underneath it. So be really careful with that. But the second time around, I didn't have that issue. Like the healing process was much better the second time, but the first time the healing process wasn't bad. Like it's totally worth it. I know a lot of people probably can be turned off from it just because there is like a healing process to it and your brows get dark, light, and they flake and all of that. Like that's kind of annoying, but it's totally worth it because your girl got brows. So yeah, if y'all have additional questions, leave them down below. I'm probably leaving something out. But yeah, I just wanted to share my journey of actually getting my eyebrows microbladed. So now I have brows and I'm so excited. Like I really loved it, and it's just been like totally different. Like I totally would recommend getting your eyebrows microbladed versus just getting your eyebrows tinted, because tinting doesn't last very long at all, and then you have to keep going back and getting it done like every 2 weeks. This is something I don't have to worry about. Like with tinting, you don't have to worry about the healing process though, so that makes that part easier. But just go through the healing process and make sure you find somebody who is really good. Look at the reviews, look at their before and after pictures before you actually go to this person. Like you want to see before and after pictures for sure to know that they can give you the look that you want. And I definitely wouldn't do shading because shading or powder brows is more so, it's just going to look filled in. It's not going to give you eyebrow hair kind of strokes. Right now on trend, hair strokes are what's really in right now, but I feel like the hair strokes just give you more of a natural look. And I also really wouldn't recommend going to like a tattoo shop and getting your brows tattooed in, because the ink that they use is not the same like for microblading. So any like dark brown kind of color or black or whatever that you get in your brows, it tends to turn like a greenish or gray kind of color, so your brows will end up looking funny. So just avoid that. Plus it's permanent. Microblading is semi-permanent, so if at any time you just hate it and you don't like them anymore, they can deposit something to like make the ink kind of start to disappear, and over time it fades anyway. So go with the microblading. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. If y'all have other questions, like I said, leave them down below and I will try to answer everything for y'all. But yeah, and I'll also leave Nicole's info down below as well, like her Facebook and Instagram page, so you can check her out. And if you are anywhere in the area like Houston, Lake Charles, anywhere in like the surrounding area, she can come to you. But even if you live further out of town, sometimes she does take trips out of town and she will do clients in that area, you know, like for a week or however many days. So yeah, that is it. I love you guys so much. Bye, dolls.